I'm here to talk to you about something that has not been covered, or if it's covered, it's distorted, and that is the potential genocide in Syria. What happens in the news is that there's a fake genocide that's being promoted. The fake genocide is the one that's in Gaza. There's no genocide in Gaza. And there's the real potential, the real danger of a genocide in Southern Syria, the ethnic cleansing of the Druze. 700,000 Druze are in danger of being massacred as I speak. But you don't hear about that. If you see any coverage, the headline is, Israel bombs Damascus. Oh, those Israelis are up to it again. The fact is that the bombing of Damascus in the last few days has so far prevented a genocide, the genocide of the Druze.
Simcha Sessions, out-of-the-box insights into history, religion, and politics.
Before I start, if you like these out-of-the-box ideas, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. So let's talk about what's going on in Syria right now. Let's talk about the Druze. And let's talk about how Israel just prevented a potential genocide. Okay, what's going on in Syria is this. There's a new regime. After 13 years of civil war in Syria, a civil war that you didn't really hear all that much about. I mean, Assad was toppled and this ISIS-type regime took over. Now the new people, they say we're not ISIS anymore. I hope they're right. I want to point out, you didn't hear about this. You're all the time being directed by the news media to a narrative that is Israel, Palestinians. Everything can be boiled down to that. It's a fake narrative. The conflict in the Middle East is not an Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Israel just fought Iran. Iran are Persians. They're not even Arabs. They're Shia Muslims. They're not Sunnis like the rest of the Middle East, the Arab world. It's just made up. This Israel-Palestinian conflict is at the heart of everything. Not true. And that narrative makes you ignore real things. The fake genocide in Gaza, the one that's not happening, overshadows the potential real genocide in Syria, the one that may happen and that Israel just prevented. Who's there in southern Syria? The Druze. Who are the Druze? There's 1.5 million Druze in the world. 700,000 of them approximately live in southern Syria near a place called the Mountain of the Druze. They've been there forever. About 400,000 live in Lebanon, about 160,000 live in Israel, and the rest are scattered. They're divided. Why are they divided? Because ironically, people say Israel's a neo-colonial state. Neo-colonial? No, sorry, Jews are indigenous to Judea. Open up your Bible. But it is true that colonial powers did create fake states in the Middle East. They just happen to be Arab. Syria and Lebanon were created after the collapse of the Ottoman Empire by the colonial French. And the lines that the French drew run through the ethnicities that have been living there from time immemorial, the indigenous people, like the Druze. The Druze, like the Jews, are indigenous to the Middle East. Now, they have their own religion. They don't subscribe to Sunni or Shia Islam. Their religion is kind of secret, and they don't proselytize. They don't try to convince you to be a Druze. And they don't tell you that their religion is better than everyone else's religion. So these ISIS types, these Sunni ISIS types in Damascus today don't like him. Not only don't they like him, they threaten them. In 2018, there was a massacre of Druze, and now there was another massacre of Druze this week. 200 to 300 of them were murdered. They've armed and weaponized the nearby Bedouins. The central government in Damascus, their militias, have weaponized the Bedouins and other people who are not Jews and not Palestinians, so you haven't heard about them. And these Bedouins have been incited to fight against the Druze. Now, the Druze are very interesting people because they're loyal to the countries that they live in. They live in Israel. They serve in the Israeli army. What? Druze in the Israeli army? I thought they were all white neo-colonials. No, there's Druze in the Israeli army. There's Druze generals in the Israeli army. And these Druze said, hey, Israeli government, hey, Israeli army, we serve you. Our people, our family across the border in Syria are being murdered. The elders, you can see this online, these former ISIS militias have gone in there and shaved the beards of Druze elders. That's a humiliation that we can't even understand. These beards are a sign of their religiosity. To cut it off and put their faces shaved online is just a spiritual murder. I don't know what to call it. It's sacrilege. So the Druze in Israel said, help us out. If Jews were in danger in Syria, you'd help Israel, wouldn't you? Well, these are Druze in general in Syria that are in danger. Please help us. And Israel did. They bombed Damascus, not to kill anybody. They didn't go after anything except as a sign to the Damascus regime. We can kill you. We can destroy your headquarters, but we won't. What we're asking of you, said Israel, is stop murdering Druze. And they did. There's a ceasefire now. Did the world stand up? All the progressive people in the world said, wow, Israel, way to go. You just prevented a genocide. No, it doesn't fit with the progressive posturing. No, it's all about Israel and Palestinians. It's all about the fake genocide that's not happening in Gaza. That's a lie. Get on the right side of this issue. What's going on right now is that the Druze of Syria are in danger. There is a potential genocide in the making. And the only people standing in the way of that are the Israelis. Time for a standing ovation. If you want to keep hearing my op-ed, so to speak, my opinions, press like and subscribe and continue to listen to the out-of-the-box ideas on Simcha Sessions.